Here I have some runes of pure fault, and the runes come from the Yggdrasil, the world tree. Odin received the runes and shared the runes with us. Odin sits on his throne, Litskjalf, and Allfather, he looks into his runes, and Odin remembers. On his left shoulder, one of his two ravens is talking to him. He's sitting there. Arr, arr, arr. Hugin helps Odin remember. But where is Munin? The two ravens, Hugin and Munin. Memory and thought. They used to fly from Odin's shoulders, over the Asgard, over the Midgard, through the 9 worlds, and gather information and wisdom, knowledge. And then they would land upon Odin's 2 shoulders and tell him everything he needed to know. But now it's only Hugin sitting there on his left shoulder. And more, Odin is pulled back into memory, into his earliest childhood memories. Odin remembers sitting on the lap of his grandfather Buri, and all that is good of Odin comes from his grandfather Buri. Buri was all pure, coming from the pure eyes of the Niflheim. He was kissed awake by the cool Autumnla. When the Niflheim, the world of ice and the world of fire, the Muspelheim in the beginning of time, started to grow and came nearer, they filled the Ginnungagap. And then the steam would rise up from the Ginnungagap, and from the clouds of steam, the cow Autumnla is born, the great feeder. And she licks the ice. For eons of time she was licking the ice, and then all of a sudden this beautiful face appeared, the face of Buri. Buri was the first of the gods, and Buri got a son, and his name is Bor. Bor is married with Bestla. Bestla of doubtful offspring. Bestla is coming from a family of evil giants, coming from the Muspelheim, from the evil parts of the Muspelheim. Bor and Bestla got 3 sons, Odin and his 2 brothers, Vili and Ve. Odin remembers. Boom! And then it's like the hammer of Thor hits Odin's head, and then one moment he has a clear thought. He has a vision. On the Midgard, the world of man, we call it the Earth today. A giant piece of ice breaks free from the South Pole and glides into the waters of the 7 seas. And this makes an enormous noise, and again, boom! Another loud sound. Again, Odin feels like the hammer of Thor hits his head, and now there's a glacier coming from the North Pole into the waters of the Northern Ice Sea. And slowly, this ice melts into the waters of the world. And we human beings, we are thinking way too much. And with our creations coming from our thoughts, we have been spinning, we have been creating this enormous spider web. All the Midgard is surrounded by this spider web of thoughts. And Munin, the raven of Odin of pure thought, is strict, is become attached, is caught up in this spider web, and now he cannot return to the shoulders of Allfather Odin. And everything is out of balance. Is it not? Or maybe it is. Maybe we are always moving, and that is the balance. Anyway, the water of this pure ice of the Niflheim, it mixes with the water of the seven seas. And this water is heated up by the power of the sun, and the steam goes up, and it creates clouds in the sky. And when we look up and see these clouds, sometimes we recognize the cow Audhumla, and then we start to remember. And when this rain, this pure rain of Buri, this rain of pure thought, of this pure ice, comes back to us, we start to remember more. We start to remember our interconnectedness with the nature, with the plants and the animals and the worlds of the gods. And then, when we remember, when we become once a part again more of this whole beautiful creation, then we don't need to think that much anymore. And then Munin, he can free himself from this spider web, go back to the shoulders of Odin, and I offer my runes of pure thought. I offer them to Munin, so he can bring them to Allfather Odin. And then, when this ravens returns to the shoulders of Odin, and we remember, then the balance is restored, and the ravens can fly over the Asgard, through the 9 worlds, and restore the balance. And Odin can watch over us.